This thing.
Well,
Hello,
I'm on
YouTube.
YouTube, by the way. When did YouTube links start having dashes in them? That's what I really want to know.
I don't know.
I just noticed that today. Oh my gosh. There we go. Who would have thought getting a link would be so hard? Except in Zelda, then it's really, really hard. And that dash, you include that dash, by the way, because that's a part of the thing. It's weird because it starts with one.
Okay, wait, did I grab? I did not grab that dash, okay.
All dashes included! See in store for details.
Do we really have no room to talk on that one?
What?
Dashes.
Sure, why not?
Geek-io.net.
Hey, at least our website doesn't start with a dash.
True.
It'd be dash geek dash io.
Geek
Dash
dash geek dash.
Dash geek.
Dash geek dash I dash O dash dot dash.
Hello, Alpha Geek Video.
Geek dash I dash o.
Geek dash I dash O dash dingus dash dong dash.
And hello,
Dash
Alpha
dongle.
Geek Radio.
Dash dongle.
Dash
Link to my
dongle.
little dash dongle thing.
Alright,
Alrighty.
we are set. We are live on all of the things, and we are recording. So, hang on to your butts. It's time for Fade to Black. And then it's time
To mute my microphone.
for a little bit of this. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised. The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
Get it right, bitch.
Spoilers.
Spoiler warning!
I got to warn you. You're doomed to stay. Go. Go.
Oh my goodness, I have missed that intro. This is the very first off-season special of Small Screen Spoiler Show. We are covering Orange is the New Black Season 3 in its entirety. I am CJ. Empathy is a boner killer boat. Joining me for this special is Dale, Trust No Bitch Campbell.
Hola.
And, of course, Rachel Jewish Boat.
What's I say?
Oh my goodness.
I would have much preferred the Icelandic lesbians, but the ears work just fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, well, I was going for title, like, just show titles for the nicknames, but they said Jewish, and I'm like, oh man.
Jewish.
Can
No,
I
like,
be
So
a
you're
Jew?
what? You're kind
Can
of.
I be a Jew?
Well, you know, if you get food that isn't sloppy macaroni, then sure, why not?
Yeah, right?
It all kind of tastes like brown.
Indeed. And just as a reminder, we are here to spoil you, yes you, on the entire third season of the Netflix original Orange is the New Black. So if you have not watched that, please come back later. Also,
And the seasons before, because you know,
Or,
that's
or you can stay around to be highly amused by the antics and be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
absolutely,
Yeah.
you will get no
Just
context, but I'm okay
Pull
with it.
clips out, just out of context.
But
That's
just
always
as a reminder, we are also going to cover seasons 1 and 2. So if for some ungodly reason you watched season 3 but not 1 and 2, What is wrong
You're
with
really
you?
far behind. You're probably scratching something going.
No, actually,
"What?"
technically they're caught up. Technically they've watched the most recent season, so therefore they're all caught up. Not really, but sure, why not?
This is very true.
They just have to, lift up their act and watch 2 entire seasons. 'Cause
Of this glorious, glorious show.
this show. This here program.
So, some of you may remember that Dale and I did this last year around this time with Chef Wonder Talks, but we didn't really have a show dedicated to beauty at the time, and now we do.
And now we do, and I just want to say thank you for finally having me on a show where I'm not actually held hostage on the show. So, it's a pleasure to actually be here this time.
Why were you held? Wait, what did I miss? We tied up Dale and held him hostage?
Yes.
There were several shows that Jazz and I just could not get together on Tuesday, either because I wasn't feeling good, he wasn't feeling good, or something that we were doing was just kind of held us together. So we took over the Geek Out segment for Small Screen Spoiler Show, and Dale's just like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
He's producing, so he can't leave.
Yes, I'm hosting the
Well,
hangout,
Dale,
so
it's
I
nice to
couldn't
know that
leave.
you're loved enough to be tied up by the boys.
Well,
Look at
I
it that
like
way.
to be tied up by the boys. I mean, what can I say? I mean, we only have to wait 177 more days for that to, happen.
Yeah, but
I will sleep comfortably on the couch that I'm currently sitting on. You can join CJ in the bed.
wait, hold on.
Whoa!
Hold on, I got
I
a
will
thing.
I can take the floor,
Okay.
thanks.
You can dink his
my!
There'll be no
Surprised I got
context
to
for
play that already.
that.
That's pretty quick.
that is swift, sir. Swift.
all of these new sound effects, I'm going to be going, what?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
sorry.
no one has
You
any
haven't done a
context to
podcast in a while. I got a few great ones from Dale.
Can't give it to you there. Where do you want me to give it to you?
Like 28 weeks since I've done a podcast.
This is legitimately my text tone for Dale.
It really is.
Oh,
The
really?
sad part
Okay.
is it really, really is.
Bang the doodle. That was his text tone for a
Bang
while.
the doodle, what?
Yeah.
Bang the doodle. Bang the doodle. Speaking of bang
Do
the
you
doodle,
bang
do
the
we want to
doodle
get back
before
on
or
track?
after you dink the dongle?
Well,
he was,
I bang the
that
doodle when I'm tied up, so there's that.
was that was when we were covering Cool World.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Cool World is like awesome. And I apologize because I have the laptop on my knees because nobody gave me a thing to put it on because he's a slack.
Yeah.
But we got the
right
mic
there.
working.
We got the mic working,
It's like
so
over there.
that's a...
Alright,
Yeah, it's been like 28 weeks since I've done a podcast. A lot has happened. So
Yeah.
I'm gainfully employed starting next month. Yay!
Yay!
All
Speaking of
right.
employed.
Speaking of imported, Origins of the New Season 3.
I'm not imported. I'm employed.
Oh,
right.
wait, sorry. Glitch. Glitch.
So
English is hard. I understand.
Yeah,
The
right.
season three starts off not immediately after season 2. There's a gap there. There's a gap that they never really tell how much of a gap.
Poor, and
season
boy,
2 and
is it
season
obvious. It is
Oh, yeah.
so obvious. It's like...
Because, well, I mean, Rosa, they don't explain what happened to Rosa until like the second episode, I believe.
Yeah, when she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's Rose's bed. Don't sit on it."
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
When
we knew
Alex
that,
gets-
we knew that Rosa was going to die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
but they didn't
doctor
touch
at the end of season 2 was like, you've got like 2 weeks left to live, blah 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 blah, and the hell is her name? Red lipstick, Morello.
Morella.
Turns around to her when she's sitting in the truck and is
She
like,
has
you know
really
what?
great legs.
She's got a really great ass too, but that's beside the point. Turns around to Rosa and says, nobody deserves to die in here. The keys are in the front seat. Just hang tight for a minute. And she's like, go.
Yeah.
And yeah, the whole thing with that one.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Yeah, pretty much.
So rude. That one. So rude.
And then she drove it into a lake.
Take a
and
back
that ended
seat
Rosa.
and have Rachel just play all the scenes.
Yeah, right.
The sad part is I can do most of the voices. It's kind of disturbing.
Yeah, right.
I want to hear her. Yeah, I want to have her have the conversation of Red and the mail order bride and the Russian conversations.
Yeah, no, I
Oh.
can't do Russian. But the fact that she called him out and was called out to this girl and was like, "Bitch, he only deserves better. He's a good man," which CJ and I had discussed in the first season. I'm like, there's something there.
There's
Healy and
something
Red,
there, yeah.
there's something
Yeah.
there.
There's something there
And
with Red and everyone else. I mean, really. Like,
I absolutely adore Red. Of course, Tasty's grown on me too. I won't lie. Between Red Tasty and Poussey, I'm kind of in love with the three of them.
Like, okay, I don't remember much of season. By the way, this is going to be in no particular order, guys. Just so you
We're
know,
gonna
about
bounce.
this is a stream of consciousness for the entire season 3. If you guys listened to the show before, it's pretty much the same way that Jazz and I would handle like our multiple episodes of Daredevil, where it would just be kind of weaving in and out of the conversation.
or like a challenge show where you're just watching a bunch of episodes at a time and just say what you really want.
Exactly.
See, I listen to the show.
If you want an example of what this is like, it's like my my Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, where I just went on a tangent the entire season.
Right.
God, that show was so good.
That show was so good. But anyway.
Poussey actually, I don't remember much. Was she a raging alcoholic in the last 2 seasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
She is the one that put the bottle up in the drop ceiling of the library. She's the one that made that moonshine. Or whatever the hell it is. Cat piss in a bottle, but that's beside the point.
With honey. Don't forget the honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just couldn't remember it because it just seems so like out of character for her, but I think I might have been thinking of like flashback Poussey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, flashback Poussey, the flashback that they showed of her was she was in Germany with the little white girl.
Yep.
Daddy was a high-ranking something or other in the military.
Army, I think it was. But I think it was
I don't know if it was Army or Marines or whatever it was. It was military.
Military.
And
white general got pissed off that.
Yeah, white general got pissed off that Poussey was screwing around with his daughter, and yeah.
Faked charges that got her stuck behind prison for many, many years because it's a high-ranking
general. Well, no,
she
legitimately did something. I don't remember what it was. It's been.
I think she just laid hands on him, and he
flipped
got
out.
her for abuse.
Yeah.
Speaking of flashbacks, I loved the flashbacks of this season.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, some of the flashbacks were like, they seemed too long, I thought. Particularly, probably in the like final episode, some of the flashbacks there were like, you're only doing this because you have to fill an hour and a half of time.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're only doing it. But the rest of the flashbacks, there was one flashback that I thought was really, really good. It was the one with...
that Norma flashback, though.
That Norma flashback, though.
Yes. And suddenly the fact that Norma is taking on that role in the prison makes more sense.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can't remember... Oh, jeez, I'm horrible with names. Cox, what was her... Sophia, the flashback of Sophia.
Yes, Laverne, Sophia.
Laverne Cox, yeah. Sophia, that flashback was like, holy crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was rough. I'm like...
That got a bum deal, too, man. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Ooh, she got...
Well, considering everything that's been going on in the real world, a.k.a. Caitlyn Jenner, you know, she's been out, not Caitlyn, but Laverne has been out there for 4 or 5 years now.
Something like that.
I want to say at least the last 4 years, because I've seen her other places. And like, I jokingly said to my mother, she's got an identical twin brother, and my mom was like, what? That's not possible. They're fraternal twins. She's a girl. And I'm like, actually, no. She was born a he, and they are identical twins. Yeah. I said, her identical twin plays the male version of her in the show. And my mom was like,
whoa.
Great explosion. I was like, go watch it. It's not the same person.
No.
And she was just shocked.
And you got to remember, too, this season was filmed before the whole Caitlyn Jenner thing.
Yeah.
So it was kind of foreshadowing, I guess, but...
Yeah, it definitely, weirdly enough, touched on issues that are just now coming out after the season came out, but this was recorded like last year sometime.
Yeah, right. So strange.
But another flashback that I did not expect to feel the feels for Pennsatucky like I did, man.
And suddenly I could never touch a Mountain Dew even if I wanted to drink one.
Right?
Mountain Dew. Who wants some Mountain Dew?
You've grown, but I grew up in areas where that kind of crap was common.
Oh.
And certain members of my family participated in that against their will. So that really struck home for me. It's kind of the same reason why I didn't like when we watched the Wild Whites of West Virginia. Because it hit too close to home. And that one struck real close to home to me, and it hit that chord of, you poor thing, I just want to hug you.
Yeah.
And then she opened her mouth in the present area, and I'm like, well, you know.
Well, you know.
And boo! Oh my God, boo!
That explains.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. That was something.
Yeah, that was definitely something.
That was definitely something.
It's clearly obvious that she's, being that way because of overprotective parents and stuff like that, and but still you feel for her because she's put into that position where she has to be that butch, or she's not going to survive.
But by the mother, though, I mean the father, to me, in those flashbacks, couldn't care less, particularly with the comment from the father going, "Oh, just wear that dress that makes you look like you're,
Yeah, it's just that's playing. I mean, that's just playing with gender roles. I think putting the father in the position that most mothers are in, and the mother in the position that most fathers are in, with that whole thing.
Right.
That's one thing I can give Orange, because it's so female focused. They have to play around with gender roles, and that tends to fall back.
And they do it very
into,
well.
Exactly. Yeah. They tend to fall that back into flashbacks as well. Thus, the reason why, Piper is such the strong, the man of the relationship when her and Piefucker were together, and he was the woman.
That? Do we want to?
Okay, I'm going to say one thing on Piper. I'm glad she's a tertiary character. I don't like where her character's going. It is completely and totally out of character for her.
But it makes sense.
Okay.
Because what they are conveying is that prison does things to people. It
Yeah, but you can't
I know
go.
people that have been to jail who were on one end of the spectrum complete douchebags, and came out being, civilized, educated because they took advantage of the programs that they had available to them. Granted, they're still getting the short end of the stick because of what they did when they were young and stupid. And then I have people that were good that just did really stupid shit.
You do realize you said Piper and educated in the same sentence. I just want to put that out there. But you can't go from being
I didn't say Piper was educated. I said people that I've known that have gone to jail came out educated.
But you can't go from being a total douche canoe and a douche nugget to being a total hippie in that shorter space of time.
No, you can't.
It doesn't work like that. When her first scene in the cafeteria was like,
being a materialistic, you come in a hippie and you end up trying to be the kingpin of prison. It just doesn't. And
By the
I
way,
think it was because she was pushed back to such a tertiary character. I think that's the reason why this character development was so weird. Because she was paired up with Ruby Rose, who I absolutely love. She's amazing. But again, a tertiary character. So you have that issue where you really don't have character development. This season was more so focused on everybody
wanting to know what
else.
love was. Sorry.
Yes.
We'll get to that.
And not so much on Piper, and I'm so thankful on that because Piper was the best character in season 1, but starting in season 2 where they started really expanding on people, she quickly became one of my least favorite characters.
She was so in your face in season 2, if memory serves me correctly.
Yes.
Where in this season she's in your face, but she's in your face in the background when she's trying to
With panties.
Panties. In your face with panties. Make that a show title, please. But it's like, you can't be a kingpin with panties. Well, I suppose you could. And, it's just...
Oh, no, keep going. This is great here. You go
Okay,
panties.
I'm racking up the show title.
Okay, I'm racking up the show title. But her kingpin with panties was trying to get her back into the mainstream, and it just failed. It failed miserably, and it turned into being a story about how, I can't remember her name, about how she's got cancer and how she needs the money to help her mum with cancer.
Yeah.
Fail! Piper, fail.
Yeah, what's her name? Freaking...
I can't remember her name.
I don't remember what her character name is.
Isn't
I'm a horrible person. See, we don't have anything written down. This is like...
This is why Jazz and I usually do notes.
Yeah, right. But you know what I mean? Like, it was about her for a while, and then she did that whole monologue standing on the table, hoo-ha, 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 I'm a woman, hear me roar. And then it turned about, how everyone needed money, and how she needed money to help her mother for cancer. I'm like, ha, Piper failed yet again. Next season on Orange is the New Black, how will Piper fail? Find out.
Yeah.
101 ways for Piper to fail. Season 4 of Orange is the New Black.
Season 4 is Orange is the New Black.
There's so much about this season did a lot of weird stuff with characters that... I'm looking at the wiki for characters, by the way, and I'm looking through that, and I'm like... Nikki. The poor Nikki, season 2, episode 2, out for the entire season. Who saw that one coming?
Yeah. Well,
I won't lie. I miss Nikki.
I miss Nikki too, but I kind of
I think she got into a movie or something like that and just kind of had to leave. But still.
Well, she's the addict, and then they found some whatever the hell it was, crack or heroin. I don't know. The crack, a bit of crack. They found a bit of crack. Of course, they're gonna pin it on the addict. So. And
well, just like they it's a junkie. Once a junkie, always a junkie, and that was proven with what was her name this season?
The one that got out accidentally.
Yeah, but see, once a junkie, always a junkie. No, the one who's actually Amish. Long blonde hair. What the hell's her name?
Oh, yeah.
Not Pennsylvania.
No, it's the other. It's the
not preachy one. The one that was the voice for Norma because Norma has no voice and she decided to take on...
Oh, what is her name?
You know who I'm talking about. Long blonde hair, long thin face.
Damn it.
The wiki is incredibly not useful.
But no, even without her name, she left the Amish people, as a rule, give their children a certain period of time to go out and be English, to decide, because they don't actually physically baptize.
Leanne.
Oh, Jesus. The Amish, and I only know this because I spent a lot of time in Amish country growing up because I have this strange obsession with it, but I could never do it. They don't actually baptize you into the church. Like, you're accepted into the church, but you're never actually physically baptized until you are somewhere between 18 and 21.
And no way was she 18 to 21 in that, in that clip.
Some branches and some churches do it younger. Usually they do it 18 to 21. Sometimes they'll do it from 16 to 18, so that way you can't be tried as an adult if you really fuck up. I'm guessing she was probably just at that 18 mark because she obviously was tried as an adult. Or maybe it's when she left, she fucked up after the fact. But she was doing drugs, she was drinking, she was being stupid, and then she came home and said everything at her, quote, baptism.
Flocka, by the way. Flocka.
Flocka, okay.
Cancer mom.
Yeah. When she heard the problems that her parents were going through, guilt, she left so that she wouldn't cause them any further problems. But she went back, got caught, turned in the other church members' children for the drug use and the drug dealing. And that, of course, in turn caused problems for her father and her mother and their family business and whatnot. So the last thing you see is her putting on English clothes, looking into the room, listening to this conversation, and that's all you see of her. Suddenly she's in an English jail, so obviously she did something really stupid.
Drugs.
Probably drugs again, because it's that whole once an addict, always an addict.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
There goes Rachel being all sorts of friggin' deep.
No, it happens. They did that. They did that a lot with this season.
The season was very deep.
And also, can we talk about the elephant in the table and fucking Bennett? Fuck that douchebag. That one-legged son of a fuck.
Well, okay.
I'm hoping that he'll go against the grain that they set for him in the flashback of the military scene. I'm really hoping he turns around and is like, hey, I screwed up. Unfortunately, now...
But holla back, girl. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Sorry. Do you remember that dance scene? Am I the only one? Crickets, am I the only one who remembers that dance scene? No? Okay.
Dale, I love you. You worry me.
That was a great scene. Anyway.
You broke me, Dale. You broke me.
Okay. I liked Bennett in 1 and 2. This season, I'm like, well, the last we saw of him, well, from my memory, I've finished this about 2 to 3 weeks ago, so memory is a bit faded now. But the last we saw of him was him dumping the baby crib on the side of the road, if memory serves me correct.
That was it.
Okay. That was it. Boom, gone. And I love the fact the next episode we're like, where's Bennett? Where's Bennett? Oh, it's probably his day off. What, for 2 weeks?
For 2 weeks, yeah. But I'm wondering if maybe he dumped the crib and somebody saw him and did something. Like, that's what part of, like, as bad as this is going to sound, that's what part of me's hoping. But at this point, we're kind of at a moot point because the baby's now in CPS custody.
Yep.
So, because boyfriend was stealing cocaine out of the house with, like, 30 babies in it.
Yep.
So, we'll see.
Oh, okay, yeah. For the record, the reason why, pretty much the reason why Nikki left the show is she's actually did Old Soul for NBC. But she's slated to come back in season 4.
Yay! Nikki makes me happy.
She's pretty cool. But Bennett, I don't know. That whole situation is still so strange to me, and we've had 2 seasons of it now. It's just so strange, and I'm still confused on whether that was a real proposal or a fake proposal, and the whole, chewing gum wrapper ring that he produced. that whole monstrosity that was. Like,
Super awkward. Oh my god, so awkward.
Open this up, see a note. Oh, go to this place and open this container, and you'll see something. And he's standing there. But I loved one of the digs where it's like, oh, you can't trust a man with one leg. I did like that.
Yeah.
And then he has one leg. Oh boy.
The thing that actually is kind of upsetting to me is, like, it was very upfront that Nikki's going to be back in season 4. Bennett, not so much on anything that I've seen. Nothing has been said that his contract is going to season 4.
But did Bennett did the actual real person who played Bennett? Did he go on to do anything, or is he just like, I'm out?
He is currently doing burger.
He's still doing burgers. Okay, cool.
Matt Gorey is currently doing How to Get Away with Murder.
Ah, all right. That is a good show, by the way.
So yeah, but the issue my issue is the fact that most of the other people say, hey, yeah, he's in season. They're in season 4. Everybody's in season 4. Not so much on him, and it's kind of driving me crazy.
Everyone is in season 4.
Yeah, nobody died this season.
No one. Well, no one technically. Well.
No.
Well, one person died, but anyway, we won't talk about that.
Actually, obviously Rosa died. I did love seeing her getting in flashback, by the way.
Yeah, right.
With hair. With hair.
With hair.
Who died?
One of the twins from Dara's baby. They were meant to be twins, weren't they? And then one of them died. No. I read that somewhere. Huh. Strange.
No, they made the comment. Her mom made the comment to Pornstash's mom that it was a boy and the baby died, and that was bullshit.
Oh, okay. I read that they were twins. I'm confused.
No.
Strange.
I think you might be thinking of that, but
maybe. Conspiracy theory. But do we want to talk about? I know this is a bit out of place. Do we want to talk about the ending yet?
Not yet.
Or the final episode? Not yet. Okay. What else?
Luke Check continues to be the best thing on this entire show. He is so great. Whenever he's on, he takes that scene and just like shoves it in his pocket and walks off with it. It's so amazing. He is such a like, even the last scene where he just comes out, nope, and walks back in.
Nope. Not dealing with this, except for when he was in the scene and Nikki went to shoot. That was kind of a douche thing to do. I didn't like him with that scene.
It was self-preservation.
Yeah, true.
That's exactly it. He got hurt into that.
As much as I hate to admit it, yeah.
He got pushed into that, but all the other scenes I was just like, nope, not. I'm just gonna run that way.
He took a couple episodes off that you didn't see him, and he just came back, and it was like the best thing ever. Bravo, Matt Peters. Just good on you. Morello continues to be an interesting character, and I'm kind of going down characters that we can talk about before we actually get to. Because it's a cool thing about a show like this is where we can talk about the characters, and that pretty much has us explaining the episodes.
Because this season was a very character-driven season.
Oh yes,
so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There was no real huge overarching plot in this. This was a character-driven season, and that pissed a lot of people off.
Except for the panties. That was
such a minor point.
The panties was just the panties thing was just fucking campy.
Yeah,
that was like
awesome, though.
Okay. I'm going to say this way because there are guys that do that.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me how I know, but there are guys that are into that.
I wasn't even going for that. I was going to go for like them actually setting that business up in the prison and the Hedwigs coming in.
Like, okay, it's like the pen pal thing that they harped on. You know, with Morello dating like 40 different guys and writing on the inside of her arm or inside of her hand what they're fucking into.
That was
I'm
so
like,
Or that what
great.
their name was.
Or the name one, and I'm like, really?
So
Oh, that's
good.
nice. Ron. Or whatever the
You
name.
think
That's
it's still kind of
fabulous,
fair, but I like how
Ron.
the one person that she got wrong ended up being her husband.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that.
But that's because he's a good New York boy. Or was he New York or New Jersey? I don't remember.
New
New
York.
Jersey. New Jersey.
Probably
Or
New York,
Yeah.
because why not? Because they're both so much Italian, and it's a fabulous combination, and I love you so much. You should go kill him for me. Like, really? What the
And I felt so
You're
sorry
right
for.
so much.
I felt so sorry for O'Neill having to stand guard during the reception
We're
of the wedding. We'll
consummating
call
this
it.
marriage.
O'Neill's looking up going,
Watching the Funyuns
Oh
fall
my.
down. That was
Yeah.
what amused me the most. The bag of Funyuns just going down. I'm like, after party snack.
Yeah, right.
Afternoon delight, I guess.
Afternoon delight, yeah.
Afternoon delight and then Funyuns.
God damn it.
I thought the Funyuns was the afternoon delight.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of, but I do have to say I feel bad for the machine, the snack machine. Poor snack machine. What did it ever do to you?
It didn't work
Like,
for
the
someone.
snack
apparently.
machine needs to like be given an Academy Award for acting because it was just like it was getting so beaten up, and it was losing its shit quite literally.
Yeah.
The shit was falling out literally. It's just like
It could no longer contain itself.
you're gonna get Funyuns whether you like it or not.
Yeah, right. And I do want to apologize before I get over angry emails. Yeah, the overarching plot of this was the prison closing or threatening to close and being bought out by horrible corporate overlords. But still, that was even pushed to the background for character development mostly in this season, and I appreciate that. There was no villain in this season like V.
Yeah, but she was brought up
Yeah,
a whole.
do we really want to have a monster of the week or a villain of the season? I don't want a villain of the season. I want to get to know some of these people.
I like
what they did.
I like that in season 2 they were able to balance that, creating characters while still having that storyline. This show has not been amazingly proven on being able to maintain thorough plot lines instead of just giving great comedy and drama.
It's an
not
ensemble
so great on the
cast, so
plot
you
lines.
No, but it's an ensemble cast, so you kind of have to do. Oh, excuse me. Jesus, you have to do more of the character development. Otherwise, you're gonna have characters that aren't there.
Oh my!
That's literally what just happened. You kind of have to. Oh boy. But you have to do more of the character development. Otherwise, you can't really do much else. Otherwise, you're gonna have characters that blend into the background. And
Yeah, and
so,
like,
where did this person go?
They do a pretty good job of rotating characters from the background to the foreground. Like season 2 brought Crazy Eyes, Suzanne, up to the foreground, and this one kind of left her solidly as a forward-facing secondary character, and I appreciate that. The book writing thing was a little weird, but I liked it. I can't lie, I liked it. It was weird, but it was awesome.
Mr. Rod Cocker.
50 Shades of Orange. Oh,
Shades of Rod Cocker.
Oh, Rod Cocker, huh? Okay.
I like that they're able to rotate the characters. Alex becoming a pretty minor character in this season after being such a major thing in the last two seasons. Oh, Crazy Eyes' girlfriend has a name. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. No.
Her name is Maureen.
Oh. They never said that in the show.
So you're telling me every single day she walked down the street, she heard people hear "Baby So Sweet"?
Yes. Emily
Dale.
Athens.
It's the sound of my head. Well, I can't do that anymore because I have a standing desk, so I can't really hit my head on the desk anymore.
Wow.
You're supposed to know where that sentence is from.
Yeah.
She's another one of those really cute girls outside of the Orange is the New Black makeup. Hold on. From this picture to her Twitter, she's very, very pretty.
I'm afraid to click it. It's kind of bad as clicking shit that I post in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, she's adorable.
Yeah, she's super cute. Which I thought she was cute even as crazy prison lady, but like I like looking at some of the women outside of makeup and just see how different they are. And then there's Ruby Rose, who doesn't give a fuck. You get her regardless, and that's amazing.
Okay, so with Ruby Rose, I've got to say something here because I was built up to believe that her character was more than what it actually was. Only because she's Australian, first of all. Second of all, everyone here was freaking out that she was on this show. And I was watching her scenes, I'm like, okay, I get who this is. But why? She's not creating any major new plot points.
No, what her thing is one. She's a relatively unknown. I think she's definitely more. Correct me if I'm wrong. She does more stuff in Australia than she does in America because she hasn't done much here in the States.
No.
The big reason why she caught on like wildfire here is one, she is a strong person
because
who
she's
doesn't
hot.
give a fuck. She's hot, and also on a political level, she is such an outspoken person for LGBT, gender fluidity, and things like that. So she caught on like wildfire in the United States strictly because she is an attractive person who is outspoken about things that actually that matter.
Yeah, what show is perfect for her? Orange is the New Black. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of wish that she would have. I like that they only touched on her being her being sexually fluid, her being gender fluid, once in the show, and just kind of left it at that. Because as much as I would like to have been more of a stand, I'm kind of glad they didn't just beat that until it was dead.
Because Orange is the New Black has been known to beat things till they're dead. But
anyway. God, yes.
Oh my god. They didn't do anything like that in this season, did they? They didn't beat anything.
They did beat the corporate's bad, corporate greed is bad, corporate greed is bad. They beat that to death.
They did. Well, it was kind of... I want to say it was getting a bit annoying, but they did kind of make that a little fun towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end, but that middle part, I was just like, oh my god. Can we end this storyline?
And the brown food.
The brown food. I love red. This is not my fault. You can't blame me for this.
It's not my food. You cannot blame. I don't know what that voice is, but sure, it's red.
What the hell is that?
You can't blame me for this food.
Is it red? Some kind of weird, like angry old Indian woman or something? I don't understand.
Mixed with Indian, German. Fakes of Russian in there.
All done by an Australian man.
All done by an Australian. You're welcome.
I can't do Red's voice. I'm not even going to try to. It's all you, Dale.
You're welcome. And everyone's like, we know, Red, we know. We get it. And I'm like, yep.
No, it's the fact that she stands up over the counter. It's like, I had nothing to do with this.
I had nothing to do with this.
We know. We're not. We got it the first, 40 times.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah. She went around to all the tables as well.
Yeah.
This is not my food.
Yeah, it all tastes like brown.
Yeah, it tastes like brown. And that's
So
when the
I think
Jew-ish thing started.
yes. That's the one thing that I didn't really like about this season is just that being beaten into the ground. Let's see here. Alex, crazy freaking NSA conspiracy woman, played
Oh my
by
god.
the freaking what the hell is her name? She's amazing. She's so awesome, but this
Lolly.
character sucks so bad.
It's Lolly, right?
Yeah,
Lolly?
Lolly. Yeah, Lolly.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't like that character at all.
Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
It seemed totally tacked on. Lori Petty, there we go.
Yeah.
Who's fantastic, but she's just this character. Lolly is just, oh my god. And she was horrible in season 2. Let's not make it seem like she was a great character in season 2, and then comes into this and is a horrible character. No, she sucked in season 2 too. Then again, if you've listened to any of the stuff that I've done, you know my opinion of stupid for funny.
Yep.
And that's what she felt like to me. She was just trying too hard to be stupid for funny.
Yeah. Even when she was in the bathroom with Alex trying to, murder her in the face, because that's fun. And that's what happens in prison, apparently. I don't know. I wouldn't know. But, when she's trying to murder her in the face, that's stupid for funny.
Yeah.
She couldn't help herself but be stupid in
for
that
funny
scene.
was, oh, and could you get me some of that too from the commissary? Very Eastern section. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't need to know.
Yeah, I just...
Speaking of the commissary, moving off this rant very, very quickly.
Chang!
The Chang episode.
Oh my god!
The Chang episode is the most incredible
Chang
television.
makes me so freaking happy. She has become like straight comedic relief. Not that there's not some great one-liners in there, but her one-liners, the eyes work just fine. The eyes squinty lesbians, but the ears, they work just fine, motherfuckers. I love Chang. I fucking love Chang.
Lesbians?
Lesbians.
Lesbians.
Listen here, lesbians. The eyes slanty, but the ear, they work just fine, motherfuckers.
So good.
And I love the fact that she got her own episode with flashbacks and everything. It was just incredible.
I like how it was so out of character for what you think like that character is. She's a fucking mob boss. That is so awesome.
And you wouldn't know. Like you wouldn't have picked it.
Mob boss. She tell him take out her gallbladder.
Oh my god! The greatest thing for this.
50 Shades of Orange was too inappropriate for the drama class. Like,
Yeah, she okay. Her name is Lori Tan Chin, born and raised Seattle, Washington.
She's an American woman, but
according to her biography, she's never been to China.
Really?
Yes.
What she got, like heritage? Maybe, I think.
Yeah, well, she's Chinese. She's Chinese heritage.
Well, she's gotta be Chinese. She got slanty eyes, motherfuckers.
Well, you can do that. You can do a bit of that, and then
she is Chinese. She's first generation American. She was born and raised in Seattle, Washington.
You shut up, motherfucker. I talk to you down. You listen. You listen to me. There, we need to talk. The eyes, they shranty, but the work just fine, okay, lesbian?
I'm not a lesbian. Actually.
Okay, you fairy. You fairy. You fairy. I love you, fairy.
Realistically, I am a male lesbian. But anyway, that's a story for another time.
I'm a lesbian from errors.
Hold on a second. I gotta
does that make you a male or a lesbian?
Male order.
Talk amongst yourselves. I have to try and figure a way to get this into the here. Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Can I find
Okay, so CJ pointed out something rather disturbing to me the other day.
That's Rachel saying the obvious.
So Dare, tell us about your male or the lesbian.
No.
This. There's a limit, and that there's a limit even for me.
Well, when a male or a lesbian and another male or a lesbian love each other very
Love
much,
each other very much.
they make nothing because they can't make babies. Anyway,
Oh, poor male or lesbian. I want my money back.
This mail order lesbian is faulty. I want another one.
You are defective.
You're defective.
Or
Oh,
maybe
boy.
you erective. I don't know.
I'm very. Anyway, moving on very quickly.
Erective?
Yes. No.
Oh man.
Not after the lesbian conversation. Anyway, CJ, take us further then.
Hold
Male
on.
or the
I
lesbians.
found what I wanted. You guys have to give me
Okay.
a second. I got 4 seconds. And I'm gonna play Lori Chan being fucking amazing.
Cookie.
It's alright, I'm sure she will when she's ready.
Well,
Thank
no, you have it. No, you eat cookie. I don't want to.
老板娘，你们叫他把它打开。
太肥了，我哋冇進到吧 Eat cookie.
No, I'm not hungry.
Gina, I think the best thing is to play along.
No, I don't feel like taking orders from the waitress.
Not waitress, owner. Eat fucking cookie.
It's so me! Eat fucking cookie!
I'm not a waitress. I'm the owner. You eat fucking cookie.
It's so awesome.
I'm not waitress. I'm fucking owner. Eat fucking
You eat
cookie.
fucking cookie.
Sorry, I was just looking to see if I could find something of her like doing regular voices, and I just came across that, and I'm like, oh my god.
Fucking owner. You eat fucking cookie.
Boy, the show has
Not
reached
a new
a new
one.
low.
Hey CJ, I
really.
need fucking cookie. Give me fucking cookie.
I
don't
do
like-
like speaking
CJ,
of,
like,
speaking
not
of
waitress.
Chinese people. I do like So her character development and the fact that she was finally adopted and has a girlfriend in Pusey. I don't know how that one's gonna work.
I don't know if it's so much girlfriend as a
Definitely
protector.
needed confidant and friend, and that's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Hate
Yeah.
So. I don't know
Even
what
after
it
this
is.
season.
Yep, I don't know what it is, but I
Wow.
just still hate So. I can't do it. Sorry, can't do it.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just
Why you
she's
don't
just
like So? Is it because she's fake Asian?
and I'm a
You
yes.
got a problem with the fake Asian?
Yes, I've got a problem with the fake Asians and the male order lesbians, but I mean, it's just irritating.
What about
just
the mail order
irritating.
Ukrainian bride that speaks Russian?
We don't talk about that. But
We
she's
haven't
just
gotten there.
she's just irritating. I don't know. She's just not. It's not someone I can like in a show.
You're right. She is an irritating character. She's not really meant to be super likable. She is meant to be kind of that fish out of water trope, and
Yeah, but there's a whole prison of the fish out of water, though.
Most of them did horrible criminal things. You have her and Piper on the two opposite sides of the scale.
Yeah, we got
Piper.
the hippie and the fake Asian. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
I don't know why you keep calling Piper a hippie. Like So is absolutely a hippie. But
I did say.
She's not a hippie. She's bohemian.
Sorry.
She's a tree-hugging bohemian.
Sorry. I mean, oh boy, I feel dumb now for saying the wrong term. Anyway, carry on.
But Piper adjusts and finds her way. So never does. But it's a very similar thing how they both wind up there.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's probably the past, and then her overdose just to try and get attention. I mean, that was sad. Actually, I won't mock that too much.
Yeah, that was
legitimately
kind of a
low
sad.
point.
It was a sad attempt at attention, and it was. I mean, it's sad that it could have worked if Pusey wasn't weak. But I like the fact that her character her character will probably fade further into the background. But I'm glad that she has a purpose. She has a family.
Yeah.
Whereas she is the same side of the coin as Piper. As Piper pushes people away, So finally gets it brought into a family, and it also shows the race clans that are at Litchfield are not solid. That the black girls can take in this poor half Asian, half white girl, and
that's because they know the Blasians.
Yeah, the Blasians.
The Blasians. Hey, I didn't coin the term.
Yeah.
They did. That was
that's that term. I know.
What do you mean? I can't make this stuff.
Well, half the Blasians are Jewish.
But the only one that's transitioned over legitimately is Tova.
Yeah, Tova.
Tasty.
No, it wasn't Tasty.
It wasn't
no,
Tasty.
not Tasty. Black Cindy.
Cindy, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We talked about Sophia and the bum rap that she got, and poor woman.
My heart absolutely goes out to Sophia. It kills me.
I am glad that they had 3 nobodies do it. I'm glad that they did not have named characters do this. That you didn't have to force your hatred on known characters.
Yeah.
I hated Norma in this season. Not necessarily Norma, but the surroundings.
I hated the surroundings. Norma was just doing, well, I suppose she wasn't really doing her normal thing, but
no, she was accepting this and being that guy that she
was
hated.
doing the voodoo with the eggs.
She was doing the voodoo with the eggs and the bad eggs and the whatnot.
Yeah.
But she was still going about her ways. It was just everyone trying to build that up to more than what it was. And her flashbacks, though, that was still the best things ever.
Yeah, I did like the fact that they touched on the fact that she's not mute. She just has a severe speech impediment, so she doesn't talk.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah. I hated the entire Spanish arc in this season. Like all of the Spanish women in this season, even Donna was just not. Daya. Sorry, not.
Dayanara.
Like Gloria had a couple good spots, but not a lot. But like it just seemed like they were not pulling their weight in this season.
Probably because of Red taking over the kitchen. I think that's probably why the Spanish had their own little arc, because I can't have it in the kitchen, obviously.
Yeah, like I said, Sophia had a couple good moments, but just that was pretty much it on that one.
And the Mother's Day episode, we gotta touch on the Mother's Day of the first opening episode. First episode.
Oh man.
I always love it when they do event episodes, by the way. Flashback to season 1, by the way, in that respect.
Yeah, Christmas in season 1.
Freaking Christmas, I know, that's...
It was broadcasted in July, like...
Well, Christmas in July, I mean...
Yeah, I did like the Mother's Day episode, I like the fact that Piper's mother is a complete and total bitch too. Like, I love that.
I have a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend, which wasn't really my girlfriend. I just said that because she's back in here. I'm confused on how that all worked. That was strange.
Yeah, right.
At the grocery, I want to talk about that drama scene with her and Alex. At the grocery store. You know how they do the role play of a frustrated customer and the manager?
Yeah.
That was great.
The whole drama scene. Man.
No. Maybe if you hadn't sold me this rotten mango.
I think it was an apple, but anyway.
It was an apple. I wouldn't have to return it. Well, if I didn't sell you the rotten apple, you wouldn't have come back. And I wouldn't have you frequenting my establishment. Yeah, we'll go with that.
It was like a fill in the blank kind of thing.
Yeah, Mad Libs with weird lesbian.
It's like, well, it was so glad to see you again.
Yeah,
I was so glad to see you again, customer.
What? Customer?
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the guards and what happened with the prison, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the ending and wrap up. Healy in this season, man.
So school's out, so we've got an influx of guards that need to go somewhere. Oh, I know. Let's send them all to Litchfield and cut the ones that have been there for hundreds of years.
And let's not train them while we're at it, so when they're faced with, something, they don't know how to fucking react.
The basketball court scene, though, with the pepper spray, that was retardo. That's something that shouldn't have even happened.
Like, that was another one of those stupid to be funny things, and just, it really pissed me off.
Okay, I chuckled because it's like, really? You're that dumb?
Yeah. I did laugh mainly because of Rod Cocker's reaction. I don't remember his real name now. I don't think I will ever remember his real name.
Oh, the big bald guard, yes.
He'll be Rod Cocker forever. He'll be Rod Cocker forever.
In the office. I love the fact he's in the office and he's like, I don't have any idea how she knew where my birthmark was. I'm like, whoa!
Which means you've read the story, which is equally as disturbing as the fact that you have a birthmark and she put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so strange. It's so great. The new driver, Coates, and
Pennsatucky.
Pennsatucky, thank you.
Donuts in Pennsatucky. Oh.
Donuts in Pennsatucky.
Oh,
so bad.
Red velvet donuts in Pennsatucky.
But red velvet is a bunch of shit if, the fat guard's anything to go by.
Yeah, I love red velvet. He's wrong. By the way, red velvet is awesome. You shut
up. The two guards that are together, I think they're together anyway. O'Neill and the other one.
Yeah.
Can't remember the names.
Bell? No.
Bell, yes. Yeah. O'Neill and Bell. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Bell. Wanda Bell.
Rhonda Bell. And I love the fact he's like, well, if it's 3 minutes and, it's a lot nicer and, driving through suburbs and then 2 seconds later when they get their paychecks, you still think life's wonderful? You're right.
Yeah.
I had a bar scene, so that's fun.
Caputo in this season. Oh my god. First of all, let's not have him and creepy, really skitty, crazy lady have sex anymore.
Yeah,
that is
that's
just bad, wrong, never again. Never again.
Let's not do that, please.
That was almost that entire thing was almost Vince Gilligan in how they just hung on everything for far too long and overemphasized and overexposed the sounds and the actions and everything. It's like you don't put this much focus on anything else except for this horrible sex scene.
So uncomfortable to watch.
They actually explain that too.
Yeah, they do, but still, I don't.
You still don't need to have 5 whole minutes on. No, I think I have
5 whole minutes twice, and then she goes, ass. That's where I was like, yeah, I
I'm glad they cut away at that point. Just like, oh.
Yeah. And the whole see you
I don't
next
wanna
Tuesday
say
thing.
it. Yeah, I listened to Night Attack, so I'm like, they said it.
Haha, they said it. It is a Tuesday night that we're recording this too. Funny how that works.
Yeah, right. Just but Caputo in general had some great and really horrible parts in this season. Do you guys think that at the end he was honestly trying to work with the regular guards?
No.
You don't think he was really going to try and get them back their positions?
No. And here's why. Because the other guy, I can't remember his name, but the director of Human Services. Yeah.
Daddy got me this job.
Daddy's boy. Because he quit when they were mouth fucking whiskey. Apparently, that's what they were doing. That's what you do at a golf club.
Yeah,
but
I didn't.
Now you have that.
Mouth fucking your whiskey. By the way, that was almost my nickname for myself. Was mouth fucking your whiskey.
Mouth fucking your whiskey. And Caputo's now.
Dale's was almost porn stash without his mustache. Just put that out there.
Oh, that was creepy.
Oh, Mommy!
Mommy,
I'm gonna marry her. She hasn't written me. Mommy, I love her! I'm like, the fuck, dude? I'm bipolar and you make me look sane.
Well, you're not locked up in a max security prison, so, you know.
Yeah.
That's that. We'll leave that where that is. But because Caputo was forced into where he was in this season, which I wasn't really a big fan of, because of the corporate's evil.
Yep.
I don't think he was trying to do the best for anyone but him. He was trying to just look out for himself, in a sense.
But it's the first time that he's ever actually looked out for himself. Look at all the flashbacks he's always done for everybody else. And
Everyone
he's been
else.
screwed.
Yeah.
By everybody else, including the wife that he was hooked up with at one point.
So he's doing stuff for himself, not anyone else at this point.
Yeah.
So because he was.
But I honestly think that he was trying to work with them, maybe not fully with them, but I think he was trying to work with them because he not only, and trust me when I say this, it's very hard to being a person going from being a person who serves for everybody else to being a person that serves yourself without trying to be that person who still serves everybody else.
Yeah.
He knew the jail was shit without these full-time main guards.
Yeah. He knew it was shit, but he can't really do much about it. He didn't really have a choice into hiring these new guards.
Yeah.
So, and he said to the full-timers, look, I can't really do much about it. You know, what do you want me to do? I can't do anything. I can't give you your full hours back because then, you know, we're stuck in a situation where we have to have new guards here regardless of whether we want them here or not.
Yeah.
I just said the word regardless when talking about guards, so, you know, have fun with that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything.
Leave it to me to point out my own joke. But
Right?
anyway.
Somebody's been hanging out with me for far too long. All right.
My headphones always fell off.
Good job. Anything else on the prison guards themselves before we start talking about the family?
It's not okay to rape the driver?
No, never.
I have a master's degree in criminal psychology. Yeah, well, I've got a master's degree in psychology.
Yeah. That bitch.
Yeah, I loved her, even though she got suspended. And I'm just like, oh, man.
Oh, man, really? She was that speech though with Alex in the drama class, and then she turned up to drama class anyway, and I'm like, okay, funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Her and the drama class were a pivotal time for funny moments. So I'm glad she existed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But nothing else on the new guards because we didn't really get much on them at this stage.
No, you get
I'm
the
pretty
fetus
sure.
guy who was lured by his penis and and Donuts, who's fuck that guy.
You're right.
But they didn't fuck that guy. They had the opportunity to and didn't.
No.
I want to know what they
whatever
put in his
reason.
drink. That's what I want to know. I want to know what they
I
were
want to
using.
know what. Yeah, I want to. And can I have some? Thanks. That'd be great.
Yeah, right.
But no, that's all on the cards. Nothing really new.
All right, so on to the finale. Go ahead and talk about this. Trust no bitch.
Trust no bitch. No bitch.
Trust nah bitch.
No bitch. So we all really want to know what love is, and we want Orange is the New Black to show us. I don't know any other words to that song, sorry.
I want you to show me. I want to feel
I
what
want to
love
feel.
is.
I want to feel what love is.
I need you to show me.
I want to know what love is. Yeah, that was weird.
But that's something they've done in each of the three season finales. It was Don't Fear the Reaper last season, and I believe it was the Elvis Christmas song for season 1.
That was strange. The Elvis Christmas one. Don't Fear the Reaper was suitable-ish for what it was.
And kind of so was I Want to Know What Love Is for this one.
Yeah, true.
It was just awkwardly placed. But this episode was there was a lot about love in this episode.
Yeah.
Morello getting married, the girls at the lake, a bunch of them finding finding love, Suzanne finding love, So finding a sisterly familial love,
Take a step
possibly
back.
a romantic love with Poussey.
All right, take a step back to actually the prisoners escaping the prison. Funny how that
Oh my
works.
fucking god!
That was the best thing ever, because the original guards are like, oh, F this, we're sick of the establishment,
Yeah.
we're going on strike, and then that same day they decided to do fence repairs, because they found a hole in the fence. They decided to do fence repairs. It's like, huh? And then the two people that are repairing the fence are like, fuck, there's a whole heap of, convicted
felons coming right at us.
Nope. And then, what's his face? The electrician guy's like, also, nope.
Nope. Oh, by the way, flashback to Caputo really quick. I love the shout out to season 1's chicken.
Yes. The chicken.
Yes,
the
the fact that the
Caputo,
chicken was he's like, you're seeing things, but there's a chicken right there, and he's like, just turn around, quit pissing on the fence. But it's the pee spot. It's a ritual.
Sorry, you mentioned the fence, and I'm like, the chicken.
The chicken. How did a chicken get in here?
So yeah, I
running
really
out.
liked. Oh yeah, Healy and Red too. That whole love thing. So I mean, there was a lot of love in this episode.
And then the bunks being installed. That's lovely.
And the influx of inmates.
Oh.
And not Martha Stewart.
Not Martha Stewart. I love the whole thing throughout the season. It's like, not Martha Stewart was in court today.
Rachel got pissed off at me for calling her not Martha Stewart the entire time. I'm horrible with names. I really am.
Judy King, I think her name was.
Yeah,
Yes.
Judy King. But
Not-
anybody
not
who
Martha
these
Stewart.
things, like they think it's some kind of joke that I call people by roles that they've previously done or roles they're trying to play off of. No, that's really me. I'm suck at names.
Yeah, I do too. But it looked like Martha Stewart and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they were really playing on that joke. And then she's like, "Oh, move to Lenchfield. There's no one here." Oh, well.
Didn't we call and tell them we were coming?
Yeah, but no one would have answered the phone, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or they
We
might
did
have
call.
because that happened. The guards just walked out at that point.
Yeah, that's true. That's
The
true.
guards were pretty much going out the side door when she was coming in the front door,
Right.
and the prisoners were going out the back door.
Everyone's going, and then everyone's going out. Back doors, side doors, front doors.
Yeah.
People moving everywhere.
I liked and didn't like the fact that this episode was an hour and a half long. By the way, it did feel after binge watching so many hour-long episodes, anything longer than that seems like it takes forever.
Yep.
Yeah, and we actually stopped the episode about halfway because I was like, I need a pee break.
I need a pee break.
Call it what it is.
Like I was just like, and Jazz makes fun of me for not, for Sherlock, and that's 90 minutes too. Like that just seems so long. It's like you're not sitting in for a movie, so you're not anticipating that 2-hour plus experience. But at the same time, you're so adjusted when it's TV, it's either half hour or an hour. So hour and a half just drags.
Yeah. And some movies are an hour and a half. So, movies these days aren't, but they're often times 2 hours. But, older movies are an hour and a half. And when I saw that in the actual preview for the next episode, I was like, holy fuck. It's now 10 o'clock. By the time I finish this episode, it'll be approaching on midnight. I'm not doing that, thanks. I'll watch it tomorrow.
No, I'm good.
We did that night too.
Yeah. Like, no, not doing that. I probably could have, but no. That's why I separated it out.
Yeah,
but it's so needed to be an hour and a half. It's so needed to be an hour and a half.
There were a lot of things that needed to be wrapped up that if you just ended on that, fans would have rioted in the streets. Like if you wouldn't have taken the 10 minutes on the finalization of Daya for this season, fans would have gotten pissed off.
Yeah.
If you
got to also
finished
wrap
up
things up.
the Stella X Piper thing, fans would have gotten pissed off.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that needed to be wrapped up.
And you got to introduce new things too for the new season, and that's what they did with the influx of inmates, which that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Also, I'm kind of afraid of because introducing new characters like they did a lot of that in season 2, and some of those characters were just so bad.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, though. I don't really. Yeah, we don't like to say, and I don't know the rules for this show. But do we want to talk about?
There are no rules.
Particular predictions or what we think's going to happen?
Predictions are fine. Just as a hey, remember this next season's not out yet. This is completely and totally speculation.
Okay, this is speculation. So, do they try and round up the prisoners that are out near the lake, or do they just keep swimming, or do they come back?
I think they actually. I think what's going to happen is they're actually going to come back of their own free will. I think that they are going to get their taste of freedom, and like they said, and like even Poussey said, let's be free if even for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I honestly think that they're going to come back of their own free will and see all the hell that's breaking loose.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a separation of, those who want to try and repair the prison and those who are trying to take advantage of the weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it's going to happen because now you've got all these fetus guards. Yay, fetus guards that have no fucking clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think honestly Piper is going to be the quote unquote villain of next season. That she's going to try so hard to to try and be that person who takes over prison.
But will she fail again like she did with the Kingpin thing?
Piper is not a winning person. Piper doesn't win. Even in the flashbacks, before she was with Larry, she didn't win. She had these businesses that always failed. She relied on other people to bring her through life. She relied on Alex. She relied on Larry. She relied on her brother, her parents. She's not a winning person. She fails at every single thing she does, but damn it, she's going to give it her all.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Piper's ever since season 2. I mean, I liked Piper in season 1. Don't get me wrong, but ever since season 2, I don't know what it is about her. She's just irritated me.
Yeah.
So that is what it is.
So I really like anything else we want to talk about on the finale.
Nope.
Rachel.
Not really. Other than it's definitely going to get crowded in that mess hall.
Yeah, it's going to be a game of Big
and
Brother
they
on
really,
who to evict next.
Foreshadowed what was going to happen with one comment, and I looked over at CJ and I was like, "They're putting more people," and he's like, "No, they're not." I was like,
"Yep,
they are." They did a double order of the food. You don't just do a double order of the food.
And you don't just put bunk beds in
But see, they just said that they were getting new beds. They never said bunk beds. They said, and remember they had the lice issue.
Yeah, they had the lice issue and they're getting new beds. But the thing is, why do you get... Yeah, it's true. Why do you get new beds if you're going to have the same people? Just replace mattresses.
They don't know, the prisoners don't know that. The prisoners are just saying, hey, these new corporate overlords are, actually pretty decent to us. They give us shit food, but hey, at least they're replacing the bunks.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying, hey, we're getting new beds at least. It won't be so bad, because they haven't had mattresses either. No. They still don't have mattresses. And they're like, oh, they're giving us new beds. Okay, cool. And I was like,
Hang on a sec.
It's all about the bottom line being the dollar. And then, what was it, Gloria? Yeah, Gloria was like, when the food dropped, she's like, don't worry about it. They sent us double order. They double ordered for the month, so it's fine. We'll just open up another bag. And I was like, new beds?
Yeah.
They're not saying what kind of beds.
Yeah, foreigner playing. I mean, geez. You gotta know what love is, and oh god, new beds. Oh god, it's all coming ahead, not to foreigner.
You're hung up on this, aren't you?
It's a good song. I like the song choice.
It completely so now that you realize why that song was playing. Do you understand my logic? Yeah. It actually fit really well there.
With the episode, but it didn't really. People marching
when you're
into
watching
it,
it's just like, really?
You want to know what love is? I'm like, you're marching into prison. You don't know what love is? Okay.
My favorite band. How did you know?
Cold as ice, maybe? I don't know. Can you imagine Cold as ice?
All right, so
waiting for a girl like you, that could have worked.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up unless anybody has anything else they want to say.
I got nothing. I don't know why I said that like that, but anyway.
All right, so just as a reminder, again, this is a special episode of Small Screen Spoiler Show. We are off season until October. Jared Azevedo and I will be back the first week of October, I think, with season 2 starting with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and probably Heroes Are Born at bare minimum, depending on what else is on at the time. I'll try and remember to post the shows that we're going to be talking about before we start talking about them. So stay tuned right here on the Geek.io network for more information. And we'll also be doing a couple more specials. Jazz and I have talked about wanting to do a special on Mr. Robot here in the next couple of weeks, at least the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, and going over that. And stay tuned. We'll do a couple other things. Try and do maybe one a month. One for July, one for August, one for September, just to kind of keep everything up to going on that. If you want to get in touch with us, geekioshow@gmail.com is the email address you want to use. Put S4 in the subject line so it is flagged correctly. Or tweet at us at Geek.io Show. Facebook is Geek.io Show. Kind of catching the drift here. You can leave us a voicemail at 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. And, of course, our website is at geek-io.net/spoilershow. And this show and everything else on the network is brought to you with love from our hearts and a little bit of help over at Patreon at patreon.com, patreon.com/geekio. So, show title candidates for Season 1, Special 1, Small Screen Spoiler Show. My Eyes, Ranty, Lesbians. Loved enough to be tied up. In Your Face with Panties. You Can't Be a Kingpin with Panties. Cancer Mom. Afternoon Delight, then Funyuns. 50 Shades of Orange. And Eat Fucking Cookie.
That sums up Season 3. Pretty much.
Yeah, that pretty much does it.
That sums up pretty well.
Yeah, just put that to the tune of I want to know what love is, and there you go.
You can't be a kingpin with panties. I want you to cancel them. I don't know. You can't in your face with panties. I want you to show me. Sure, why not?
All right, folks. We will see you. Tune in Thursday, Geek.io Show, and we will see you again here probably this time next month with another Small Screen Spoiler Show special. We'll be back in October. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
Rachel, say bye.
I guess you weren't paying attention. I don't want to. I don't wanna. You weren't paying attention. What else do?
Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek and Geek.
Alright, I gotta stop the broadcast. There we go.